You know, mga ka-vibes, sometimes I hear people say, maybe if we bring back Spanish in schools, Mindanao wouldn't want to separate anymore. And every time I hear that, I just laugh a bit and think, so language is the cure now. Because the truth is, if we're honest, the problem's roots go way deeper than vocabulary. Picture this, a hot afternoon in a small coastal barangay in Mindanao. Everyone's gathered under an old acacia tree. Moro elders, Bisaya teachers, Lumad students, all sitting together, talking about a big question. Should Spanish return to the education system? One elder starts the conversation. Tagalog imperialism, he says. That's the reason we feel left behind. Everything on TV, in school, even the government forms, all Tagalog. If we bring back Spanish, it's neutral. Not Tagalog, not Bisaya, not Tausug. Everyone nods at first, until a young teacher raises her hand. But Lolo, she says, Spanish is also a colonizer's language. And how many people even speak it today? Less than 1%. During the Spanish era, it was only used by priests and rich people. Then the Americans came and replaced it with English. Now Tagalog dominates. Every era, it's like someone else decides what language we should speak, and we just follow. The elders chuckles. So you're saying it's not the language, but the system? Exactly, the teacher replies. Even we spoke 10 languages, it wouldn't matter if the system stays corrupt. The real problem isn't Tagalog. It's the power and money always end up in the same hands. Then, a Luman leader speaks up. Voice calm, but heavy. Our people were promised peace, land, and equality. But look what we got. Roads that lead nowhere, projects that disappear with the budget, politicians who treat Mindanao like their private farm. You think Spanish will fix that? The crowd murmurs. They know it's true. For years, corruption has eaten every promise made to them. Funds meant for schools, gone. Money for farmers, gone. Even peace agreements turn into photo ops for politicians who never show up again. A young student whispers, Sir, but wouldn't Spanish at least make us different? Maybe it can unite us. The Lumad leader smiles sadly. Language doesn't unite people, anak. Justice does. How can we unite when corruption divides us every election? When leaders talk about unity but steal from both Luzon and Mindanao alike? The teacher adds, exactly. We can bring back Spanish, Latin, or even Baybayin. But if corruption is still the national language, no one's going to understand each other anyway. The crowd laughs a little, but kind of laugh that hurts because it's true. One Moro elder shakes his head. That's what we call imperialism, anak. Not just in language, but in money and power. Everything flows to Manila, and we get what's left. Then they tell us to be one nation. How can we be one if some people keep eating the whole cake? The student nods. So maybe we don't need Spanish. Maybe we just need leaders who aren't bilingual in lies. The crowd bursts into laughter again. But deep inside, everyone's thinking, yeah, that's exactly it. As the sun sets over the Mindanao coast, the teacher stands up and says, if we really want unity, we should focus on fairness, give Mindanao real autonomy, protect our cultures, and make sure public money actually reaches the people. Spanish can come back as an elective, sure, but it won't fix the disease. The disease is corruption. And the Lumad elder adds, Mindanao doesn't need another foreign language. We need a government that speaks the truth. The group falls silent. No applause, no debate. Just that heavy silence that comes when truth lands hard. That night, one of the students posts about it online. The caption reads, the problem was never the language. The problem was who keeps stealing the voice of the people. So tell me, mga ka-vibes, if Spanish really came back, do you think it would change anything? Or will we just be fluent in another language while corruption still translates everything into silence? Is Mindanao's fight really about Tagalog imperialism? Or about justice that never arrives? And if you could rewrite our education system, would you rather add a new language or remove the language of corruption first? Comment your thoughts below, because maybe unity isn't about what we speak, it's about what we allow.